would clinch home field advantage in the playoffs. It won't be an easy task, though, against the TFC2 side that has won their last 2 games on the trot, and a victory tonight could see them climb into the playoff places. As Tim Trilk is getting ready, gets the start in goal tonight for the Red Wolves. As we talk about the players to watch presented by Body Armor for Chattanooga, you couldn't ask for a better end-of-the-season signing than Teixeira. The 30-year-old who joined from Portuguese soccer will be looking to get on the end of services from the likes of Ricky Ruiz and Carrera Garcia, adding an even more bite to one of the league's best offenses. For Toronto and their vaunted defense, though, Luca Petrasso has a goal and an assist in his last 2 games. He's a left back, but has the vision of a number 10 and is probably one of the best in the league when it comes to delivering a quality service from a set piece. Toronto FC looking for yet another clean sheet as it's League One soccer coming your way. It's the Chattanooga Red Wolves versus Toronto FC 2. The lineups and kickoff are next. It's a gorgeous day at CHI Memorial Stadium, home of the Chattanooga Red Wolves, where Chattanooga is set to host Toronto FC 2 in this crucial League One clash presented by CHI Memorial Mary Ellen Locher Breast Center. It's the regular season home finale for the Red Wolves, but a win tonight coupled with favorable results elsewhere would clinch home field advantage in the playoffs. It won't be an easy task, though, against the TFC2 side that has won their last 2 games on the trot, and a victory tonight could see them climb into the playoff places. As Tim Trilk is getting ready, gets the start in goal tonight for the Red Wolves. As we talk about the players to watch presented by Body Armor for Chattanooga, you couldn't ask for a better end-of-the-season signing than Teixeira. The 30-year-old who joined from Portuguese soccer will be looking to get on the end of services from the likes of Ricky Ruiz and Carrera Garcia, adding an even more bite to one of the league's best offenses. For Toronto and their vaunted defense, though, Luca Petrasso has a goal and an assist in his last 2 games. He's a left back, but has the vision of a number 10 and is probably one of the best in the league when it comes to delivering a quality service from a set piece. Toronto FC looking for yet another clean sheet as it's League One soccer coming your way. It's the Chattanooga Red Wolves versus Toronto FC 2. The lineups and kickoff are next.
Good times, bad times, and everything in between. Your primary care doctor is with you all the way.
In America, the future belongs to everyone, so we built the Ford F-150 for everyone with an available Pro Power onboard generator and best-in-class available payload. It's built for America.
One more.
One more.
One more, please.
One more, guys, one more. Set, up.
Hey, kid. Yeah, we'll take one more. Oh, one more. Wow! Do it one more time. Do it one more time.
In America, the future belongs to everyone, so we built the Ford F-150 for everyone with best-in-class available towing and payload and an available interior work surface. It's built for America.
If your tamer passions include climbing, hang gliding, and river surfing, some may call you a hair-on-fire risk taker. We'd say, nah. They might not realize you're also a nonconformist, craft curator, history buff, art-loving experience collector. But ask a Chattanoogan, we just call you one of us.
With your national anthem.
Welcome to CHI Memorial Stadium as we are getting set for kickoff between the Chattanooga Red Wolves and Toronto FC. These teams played to a 0-0 draw in August, but goals need to be on the cards today as the teams need all 3 points. And taking a look at the lineups, starting with the home side, and for Chattanooga, Trilk gets his 17th starting goal. Navarro and Ramos finally back together in that center back pairing after Navarro coming back from injury. Carrera Garcia, well, his head coach Jimmy Obleda ranks him as one of the best midfielders in USL League One. Well, up top, it's the new man Teixeira. He's flanked by Ortiz and Ruiz, who has 9 assists on the season. For the visitors from up north, Vikla gets the starting goal. Petrasso, a goal and assist in his last 2 games. Well, in the 3-0 victory against North Carolina FC, Franklin had a hand in all 3 goals with 2 assists. Campbell has worked out nicely in the number 6 position for Toronto, and up top they are so happy to have Paul Rothrock back as he will lead the line alongside Kosi Thompson. It is a beautiful night in Chattanooga, just outside in Eastridge, Tennessee, the site of the first ever soccer-specific stadium built in Tennessee, CHI Memorial Stadium, as we take a look at the ASA Engineering and Consulting keys to the game. And for this Chattanooga side who are out here waiting for Toronto FC2 to make their entrance, it is all about creating chances and scoring them. That's what they worked on this weekend. They need all 3 points here today, and a loss or a draw for Greenville in their match against New England Revolution 2. And Chattanooga will have sewn up home field advantage. They are just 1 point behind first place Union Omaha, who have a game in hand. Meanwhile, for Toronto FC2, it's going to be defend, 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 keep the game at 0-0 as long as they can, frustrate Chattanooga, and look to hit them on the break. As we are underway in Eastridge, Tennessee, it's the Red Wolves in their all-red kits, attacking from left to right across your screen. Toronto FC in their all-white kits with red trim and black numbers. It's the Red Wolves coming in 11-4-10 on the season. It's a season of records for them. Their most wins, their most away wins with 4, their most points, and also the first time in their history that they've clinched a spot in the playoffs. They've done it with 3 games to spare, but they want to get that home field advantage. Early chance here, but the cross is too close to Vikla. Good crowd on hand. 62 degrees at kickoff. See just a little bit of wind As Vikla skies this one into the Chattanooga half. So Toronto FC side, clean sheets in their last 2 games. Just a point off the playoff spots, but still on the outside looking in. Sent forward and the offside flag is up. Chattanooga tied for the 3rd best offense in USL League One. 35 goals, 10 different goal scorers for this home side. Ricketts was one of them in their last game, a 3-2 win against North Carolina. A game in which they twice came back. Here's Ricketts again, striving forward. Ruiz wants it in the pocket. Instead, Ricketts is going to take the space. It's being watched by Franklin. And this is inside for Campbell. You can see the high press from Chattanooga, looking to win the ball back right away. Toronto FC2's coach Mike Munoz said, if we can break that press, especially with the amount of players that they have coming forward to press, then we think we have a chance running at their back 4. Unable to do it this time around, though, as Navarro retakes possession for Chattanooga in the 3rd minute. Ramos gets it out wide. He's looking inside. Campbell wins it back for Toronto. Sent forward by Vikla. And too tactile for the referee's liking. It'll be a free kick for Toronto on the far side. Man in the middle for today is William Steffen. He's assisted by Joshua Belk and Sarah Gaddis. And the 4th official in between the benches is Ben Riegel. As Petrasso sends it forward. Nobody making the run in a white jersey, so this will go out for a goal kick for Trilk. 23-year-old in his 2nd season out of the University of Western Illinois. So now it's Chattanooga who are looking to build out of the back. Villalobos. Gets it inside. Oh, that's a lovely ball to the far side, but it's hooked away by Petrasso. Gualefi. Chattanooga will recycle their runs in the 5th minute. Inside for Teixeira, but poked away. Down by Rothrock. Villalobos dispossesses him. Owen Trilk put into a bit of an awkward situation. He's able to get it away. And Chattanooga have to clean it up just a bit. Rothrock. He's played inside looking for Rothrock. He's making a good run. This is Teixeira. Signed at the end of September, coming from Moreirense in Portugal. He's also played for the likes of Groningen in Holland, had stints in Turkey, and also in Major League Soccer with FC Dallas. Ricketts. Villalobos. gets it inside for Campbell. Pullitz had the game-winning goal in the 1-0 victory against New England Revolution 2 and ended up on the USL League One Team of the Week for his efforts. It's another needless foul given up by Chattanooga and a free kick from a very dangerous position. You could see here, Goulburn not really going anywhere, yet Navarro stepping in a bit clumsily. And now it's Goulburn and Petrasso who are over it. This is a Toronto FC2 side who have scored from a set piece in each of their last 2 games. As it's Franklin who's going to take it. A dangerous ball in, and the opening goal for Toronto FC2. Make that 3 straight games with a goal off a set piece. A commanding diving header, leaving Trilk for dead. And it's the visitors who have the lead.
Toronto FC 1, Chattanooga 0.
It was Paul Rothrock flying in at the back post. This time it was Franklin's service, another assist for him. And Rothrock, who has kept Garrett McLaughlin on the bench since coming back from injury, and you can see why. The former Georgetown Hoya making real noise for Toronto FC2. Now what will the response be from this Chattanooga side? Went down twice in their last game on the road at North Carolina. Chattanooga looking a bit rattled at the moment. Again, Trilk clears it into touch. So a throw in for Petrasso. Rothrock. Petrasso looking to make inroads. Cleared away. Chattanooga wanted a free kick. Instead, it's just going to be a throw in for Kevin Pullitz. He's going to leave it off for Petrasso. It's a Chattanooga side that's not afraid to voice their opinions to the referee. It's Petrasso heavily involved once again. Swings it over to the far side. This will come back for John Talon Maples. Gets it right back from Pullitz. And looking to go over the top. The flag stays down. 2 players making their way into the box for Toronto. Villalobos is well stationed, and it's slept clear. But it's been all Toronto inside the first 10 minutes. Lead courtesy of an 8th-minute diving header from Paul Rothrock. Rothrock was a player who was out with injury, went home to rehab for a bit and came back, and head coach Mike Munoz saying of him that he is just such a great attitude, such a great mentality, always asking questions, always trying to see how can he be the most dangerous player. And the highest compliment he paid to him is he said, if you could, you would have your starting 11 feature 11 Paul Rothrocks. Well, he's certainly repaid the coach's faith here as he has the visitors with the lead on the road in Tennessee, defending at the moment. As Pereira Garcia tried to hook it back in. It's a Chattanooga side that when they score goals, they score in bunches. That was a dangerous ball in. And the ball come all the way back to Trill. Away by Campbell. It's a Toronto side that won't mind those kind of clearances. They're very good at sitting back in low blocks and absorbing pressure. In their last game against the New England Revolution 2, they only had 34% of the possession, but were able to strike off of a corner kick, and that was all they needed. Goulburn trying to cause trouble for Trill because he's able to deal with it. Sprayed forward, looking for the head of Teixeira. John Talon Maples whistled for going through Teixeira, so it'll be a free kick for the Red Wolves. Quickly taken by Walefi. Ramos meanders into the opposition half and will leave it off for Navarro. Out wide for Ricketts. Navarro. Slipped inside. Villalobos. Ruiz. Ruiz goes down for a heavy challenge. Crowd doesn't like it, but the referee doesn't mind. Carrera Garcia. Ruiz. Navarro. Patient build-up from the home side. Reverse ball looking for Ruiz, just a bit over hit. That'll be a throw in for Petrasso on the near side. Goulburn. Ricketts intercepts. Bring it forward again. It's Villalobos checking in this time. As Rothrock forces it back to Trilk. 23-year-old gets it out wide. Now Toronto FC2 look to press, and it might open up the space here. Teixeira wins the first header. Ricketts brings it down. Ruiz looking to make a run in behind. And the center back on the far side had kept Ruiz on if Ricketts had played that ball. Well defended on the far side by John Talon Maples. Will be a throw-in from a very dangerous position for Chattanooga. Red Wolves looking to get the Wolves' Den back in it. We're looking for the win to heap pressure on Union Omaha and also clinch their own home field advantage. Sent back in. This one skips through. A shot from Villalobos is blocked, and Navarro will retrieve. The regular season champions in USL League One will get home field advantage all the way through to the final. Well, the second place team will get home field advantage through to the semifinals. So that's what's at stake here for Chattanooga as they get ready to make their first ever playoff appearance. But they're having trouble unlocking another team seeking their first ever playoff appearance. Left down by Walefi, and it's a good hit, but right down the goalkeeper's corridor. Well, technically you can't strike it any better, but Vaikla well positioned to make the save. A 24-year-old, born in Toronto, but is an Estonian national, already has 3 caps for Estonia. Inside for Teixeira, cleared away by Politz. Rothrock looking to put Chattanooga under duress. Good job to keep the ball in down the far side. It results in a free kick for the home side. Ortiz wanted to take it quickly. You could see Obleda's frustration that they didn't. This time have to go back to Navarro. Slips it inside. Ricketts has crept forward. Wasn't a bad ball in. Toronto able to scramble it away. And Goulburn wins the free kick. Goulburn, one of 3 Toronto FC2 starters tonight who featured for Canada in the U17 World Cup. Alongside the likes of Colby Franklin and Julian Altobelli. Carini was battling, but Walefi showed his strength. Ramos. Pass didn't have the angle to reach Ricketts, but he'll have the throw-in. Ricketts. Walefi wants it inside. Instead, it's going to come back for Navarro. He'll clip it over to the far side for Jonathan Esparza. Ramos. Esparza. Trasa with time to bring it down. Now he's put under. Able to get it forward. Goulburn. It's a nifty flick from him. Chattanooga was wise to it, and now a chance to break. Carrera Garcia. Ortiz. Arrowing his way inside. Still going Ortiz. And that's Ray Ortiz who's whistled for the foul. Much to the chagrin of the crowd here in the Wolves' Den.
All digital displays in the stadium this evening are provided by LED.
Take a look here. Great job to come over and help out there from Kobe Franklin. And then Franklin came flying in, but it was Ortiz who was whistled. I think I would have just let that go. Ramos. To shield off KOC Thompson. Navarro. Ricketts. He's been much more willing to get forward Then Esparza over on the far side. Walefi, Navarro. Walefi, the Brazilian has room to operate. Ruiz, lovely ball into the corner. Ortiz able to keep it in, but Franklin gets it clear. Only as far as Ramos. Navarro. Walefi. See, they want to get that ball over to Ortiz at every opportunity. Inside for Carrera Garcia. Lovely skill to work his way into the corner. Oh, they were queuing up in the box, but instead this one's going to come back. Esparza puts it in, and it's Politz who gets there first. Another early ball. What a flying header that was from Ricketts. The outside back getting all the way forward. Just couldn't direct his effort on frame. After some measured buildup, why not put some early balls into the box like that? And Ricketts scored in the last game, nearly got there. It would have been 1-1 in very similar fashion to the way Toronto got their goal. Instead, it's a goal kick for Andreas Weikla. Space to run. Inside, too far for Antonio Carlini. Goulburn was also all alone at the far post, but they couldn't pick him out. Chattanooga fans, check out the new 2021 Chattanooga Red Wolves kit, along with t-shirts, scarves, novelty items, and much more at ChattanoogaRedWolves-SC.com. This one will be pulled back into midfield. Be a throw-in for the visitors. Next, we'll head home to face off against Fort Lauderdale on the 22nd. And then they finish again with the New England Revolution too. So it was Kosi Thompson who was clattered into. We talked about this earlier. You can't give up any set pieces to this Toronto side. Mike Munoz said he's really hammered it into them that they have to take advantage of every set piece, because especially in games like this or in their last game, you don't know when you're going to get a chance from the run of play. So you have to take these opportunities. And so far, a hat trick of goals in the last 3 games for Toronto FC from the dead ball. Can lightning strike twice here in Tennessee? The service flicked on, and Ricketts able to punch it clear. Villalobos has a step on Carlini. Ricketts in support. Esparza preferred to Ronaldo Pineda, the outside left back position today. Carrera Garcia. Ruiz, Villalobos. It's a good opportunity. Teixeira's in, being watched by Politz. And the home side have their first corner kick of the evening. So It's Chattanooga's turn to see if they can get the equalizer via the set piece. Carrera Garcia has Ruiz in support. Otherwise, it'll be an in-swinger. Trillick punches only as far as Ortiz. And Trillick pushes over to the crossbar. Trillick making amends for punching the ball right back into the danger zone. Ortiz did well to get his effort on target, but Trillick able to recover. Again, well struck, but again, goalkeeper well stationed. Didn't have to do anything too drastic. So take two, but from the other side. This time it's Ruiz. It'll be another in-swinger. And this time, Trillick gets a better punch. Again, just right to Ortiz. Lovely cut. Will it be third time's a charm for Chattanooga? This time it's Ortiz who's over it. Toronto FC wanted a foul, as it was Politz who went up and was clattered into. It's brave defending from Politz, you have to say. Vikla, Politz, and Talon Maples not at all happy with referee William Steffen, but they will get a goal kick. Vikla taking his time allows us to tell you that Coca-Cola is the exclusive soft drink of the Chattanooga Red Wolves. And so far, it's the visitors who are feeling bubbly at CHI Memorial Stadium, as this ball will roll all the way back for Trilk. They have the 1-0 lead, Toronto FC 2. It was a lovely service on a free kick just along the end line from Kobe Franklin. And it was headed home with authority from Paul Rothrock. Villalobos, confronted by John Talon Maples. Villalobos, unable to skip by him, trying to turn him. And Talon Maples might have won the battle, but Villalobos wins the war. It's going to be the fourth corner kick for the home side. Jose Carrera Garcia to play it into the melting pot. This time looking near post, doesn't get the flick on it, and it's sent back in and cleared away at the near post. Good hit from the outside back of Esparza. Flipped in, and Trilk will take those all day long. He's so good in the air using his 6'5", 203-pound frame, Andreas Vikla. It's a booming punt as well from Vikla, right onto the feet of Rothrock. Can't control it, and Ramos will spin it back to his keeper. This is Trilk. Petrasso. Goldburn on the overlap. Allows Petrasso to get it inside for Antabelli. Back for Luca Petrasso. Dante Campbell. John Talon Maples. This one sent back down. Today's ball kids are brought to you by Rodriguez Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, devoted to giving you the best care, the best service, and the smile that you've always dreamed of. Forward looking for Teixeira, quickly off his line to quell the danger is Vikla.
It is Bonnie on the night here at CHI Memorial Stadium, the official sports drink of the Chattanooga Red Wolves. Bonnie on.
Vikla puts it on the turf. Ramos is going to get a talking to. The foul seemed to be born out of frustration more than anything else. John Talon Maples threads it down the wing. Walefi. Ricketts. Esparza clips it into the path of Ortiz. 4 players making their way into the box for the Red Wolves. But Ortiz not allowed to get the cross off. Good defending again from John Talon Maples. The draft picked out of SMU. Ford is the official domestic car partner of the Chattanooga Red Wolves. Vikla taking his time, getting everyone forward. Kosi Thompson looked like he may have caught a stray elbow. The Toronto FC2 bench is up in arms. So they feel there's been a lot of extracurriculars coming in after the play from these Chattanooga Red Wolves defenders. The referee not interested. Ricketts, fronted by Goulburn. Well, Navarro's played a couple of loose balls that have put his teammates under some pressure. This time, Carrera Garcia able to fend off Rothrock as Ortiz takes a spill. It'll be a free kick for Chattanooga. Heading toward the final 10 minutes of the first half. And it's the visitors with the 1-0 lead. The goal coming in the 8th minute from Paul Rothrock on a night when Toronto FC need all 3 points as they are just on the outside looking in to the top 6 in USL League One. Came in 8th place, but just 1 point out of the playoff spots. Looking for their 3rd win and their 3rd clean sheet on the trot. And so far, pretty good through 35+ minutes. Ricketts. Inside for Walefi, elects to hit it first time. And overhit it at that. Kept in by Ortiz. Esparza. And away by Talon Maples, who's done an excellent job to come over and cover from a center back position in that channel and out on the right-hand side from a Toronto FC2 perspective. Navarro, that's a much better ball from him this time. Oh, Ortiz has stolen in here. Teixeira can't get a touch. And Ruiz, late arriving, comes as far as Rickett, skews his shot wide. But that's what you're expecting to see in wave after wave from this Chattanooga Red Wolves side. Teixeira just missed it. Ruiz unable to get there. The clearance from Petrasso right to Ricketts, but he couldn't wrap his foot around the ball. Vikla probably breathing a huge sigh of relief as he gets set to take this goal kick. Teixeira latches onto the ball, popped over the top. It's met by two TFC players looking for the cross. And Vikla applies gloves. Quickly rolled out. Petrasso sauntering forward, up the line looking for Rothrock. Able to get there ahead of Ricketts. Has Petrasso in support, as well as Carlini. Politz, the hero of that victory against the New England Revolution too. Dante Campbell. Petrasso, oh, what a lovely idea, just a bit too much on it. As it was read by Trilk, who came off his line quickly. Ricketts. Hometown lad, born in Chattanooga, played his college ball at Bryan College. A real fan favorite. This will go out for a Toronto throw-in on the far side. A chance to tell you that Body Armor is the official sports drink of the Chattanooga Red Wolves. Away by Ramos. Sent right back by Talon Maples. Trilk will come out of his box. The Red Wolves have had the majority of possession. Can they fashion an equalizer before the break? Skipped in. And just beyond the reach of Teixeira. It's a good run from the 30-year-old Uruguayan. Ricky Ruiz, 9 assists on the season. It's well shielded out of bounds by Luca Petrasso. He's really coming into his own in these last few games. Petrasso was challenged by this TFC2 coaching staff to get forward more and to get himself on the score sheet, and he's responded with a goal and assist in his last 2 games coming into this one. This time left the free kick off for Franklin, and it was a great idea as Kobe Franklin's ball in was spot on for Rothrock to head home in the 8th minute. Now it's Toronto FC2 who have a get out of the back free card from another free kick. You could say it didn't really need to be surrendered there from Chattanooga. And this is Petrasso. Now over 60 appearances for Toronto FC2. He's working his way up towards the top 5 of all-time appearances for the club. Luca Petrasso. Dante Campbell on 65 appearances coming into tonight, tied for 4th all-time for appearances with Toronto FC with Aiden Daniels. Just 8 more appearances for TFC2 will move him to 3rd at 73. Ricketts working on Goulburn. And Ricketts will be frustrated, but the arm was out on Goulburn. It was good tracking back and defending from the 19-year-old. It's a good ball. Goulburn coming over. And it's right there, just the arm extended and that little push right there. Could say Goulburn was unbalanced. Perhaps Ricketts feels that he went down a bit too easy. It was good defending though from Goulburn. Ruiz, 43rd minute. Villalobos looking for Teixeira. Two just weren't on the same page. It's a good idea though from Villalobos. Petrasso. Forward for Goulburn. Away by Navarro. Walefi showed too much of it to Goulburn. Carlini. Picked off by Ruiz. Walefi. Well, again, it was a bit careless from Walefi, but he's able to rescue the situation. Navarro. Esparza. Ortiz lost the handle. That's one back. Carrera Garcia. Esparza venturing forward. Ruiz. Ortiz's cross. And snatched out of the air by Vaikla. Another booming punt from Toronto's goalkeeper. Walefi. And this one will roll all the way back. Getting where there's going to be 1 minute of stoppage time.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth official has indicated 1 minute of stoppage time. 1 minute.
Every inroad at the moment turning into a cul-de-sac for the Chattanooga Red Wolves, as this one comes all the way through for Vaikla. 25 seconds, the minimum 1 minute of stoppage time have elapsed. Trilk. Navarro. Is there a chance for one more thrust forward from the home side? In for Ruiz, has Teixeira making a run in the middle. Out wide for Ricketts. Teixeira's there, but so is Vikla. A big save to keep it 1-0 in favor of the visitors right at the halftime whistle. Teixeira on the doorstep, but Vikla smothering, and Toronto FC2 will go into the break with a 1-0 lead, courtesy of a diving header from Paul Rothrock in the 8th minute. So still all to play for 45 minutes down, 45 minutes to go from the Wolves' Den in East Ridge, Tennessee. At the break, it's Chattanooga Red Wolves SC 0, Toronto FC 2 1. Plenty to come at halftime. Stay with us.
In America, the future belongs to everyone. So we built the Ford F-150 for everyone with an available Pro Power onboard generator and best-in-class available payload. It's built for America.
I need to try it first.
In America, the future belongs to everyone. So we built the Ford F-150 for everyone with best-in-class available towing and payload and an available interior work surface. It's built for America.
The most important thing I do is I try to listen to my patients.
I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a son, and I try to relate to them and make them understand I get it.
Have some empathy of what they're dealing with.
Vascular surgery, I think, is probably one of the most rewarding because of that long-term relationship.
This is not a job. This is who we are.
Visit ChattanoogaHeart.com/vascular center.
If your tamer passions include climbing, hang gliding, and river surfing, some may call you a hair-on-fire risk taker. We'd say, nah. They might not realize you're also a nonconformist, craft curator, history buff, art-loving experience collector. But ask a Chattanoogan, we just call you one of us.
I need to try it first.
Okay, Red Wolves fans, let's get out those
1-0 Toronto FC2 leads against the Red Wolves in Chattanooga. Today's halftime is brought to you by Jack's Family Restaurant. Try the Big Jack at your local restaurant today. Jack's is all about the South and serves its guests quality food with an emphasis on community involvement and charitable giving. For more information, visit eatatjacks.com or follow them on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Well, the Red Wolves fans enjoying themselves, but they won't have enjoyed that first half. They gave up an early goal. It was a needless free kick that was given up just along the end line in front of the corner flag, and a tasty delivery served in from Kobe Franklin for his third assist in 3 games. And to the back post, a towering header by Paul Rothrock as it zoomed in to the upper corner, and Toronto FC defense holding on strong as they have the 1-0 lead at halftime. This just part of another enthralling week in USL League One and the USL in total as we get towards the business end of the regular season.
All in all, not the best ever for Madison and team fighting for their lives. New England, on the other hand, they bounced back from a loss against Toronto. They've won 4 of their last 5. That's their 7th 1-0 win of the season. Remarkable feat for Clint's PA squad. Now we go out to the desert. Dakota Barthen, not a big Peter Pearson fan because he tried to just take out his leg here. Studs up challenge, rightfully given a red card in the 27th minute. Gives up to Captain Darman. Didn't seem to be too much argument. If he knows what he did, and they will miss him in the next match as well. But revenge here for Pearson. First of the season on the header from the corner. Oh, by the way, revenge for Joshua Cohen on the assist against his former team. And as this game would go on, it went from bad to worse for Tucson. Noah Frankie fouled Samir Miscic in the box. And then Miscic would step up and take the ball himself. Another look here. Frankie got away without a card on this one. Could have been a red for Dogso. And then Miscic puts it away. A surprising 2-0 win for North Carolina, impacting the playoff race despite not being in it. Shout out to North Carolina for not going down easily. John Bradford's squad building towards next year. John Perlman's squad now in a tighter fight than they imagined for this year. We take a look at those clinching scenarios, and there's a lot to unpack here. Deep breath, try to follow along. A lot of numbers on the screen. Right now, Greenville coming into the weekend in 3rd place. Of course, facing off against New England, 3rd and 4th, beating each other. That game will give us some more clarity. Richmond also against Madison will give us some more clarity. Those 3 teams can possibly clinch a playoff spot tonight. There's a number of permutations that can make that happen. One caveat, Greenville and New England, only one of those 2 since they play each other could clinch a spot tonight, not both. So again, we'll have more clarity tomorrow and into next week. But those 3 are the teams that could clinch tonight. Tucson, on the other hand, cannot. They are in the fight of their lives right now because they're at 33. So is North Texas, and Toronto right behind at 32. Tormenta's in the picture. Tormenta's not really in the picture. Sad to say that. They can only get to 36 with just 2 games remaining. But Toronto and North Texas, that is something right there. Toronto, again, having those last 2 games at home. We know how much of a home field advantage they've had all season long. North Texas, we saw last year that pick at the end of the season that almost got them into the playoffs, or pardon me, into the championship game at the very end. Madison, I don't want to count you out because the fighting Carl Craigs have really kept on coming whenever we thought they might fade away, but you have to go 4-0, and that is a daunting schedule. So things are really tight here still, but the hope fading for Tormenta and Madison. Everybody above that, who knows who makes it, who knows who falls where. It could be anybody slotting into any seed. Still so much to be determined. You know what? We're going to determine that the rest of the night. Still plenty of action to come around USL League One tonight and tomorrow as well.
With Jack's new Alabama white sauce, your first bite is as Alabama as it gets. Jack's new Alabama white sauce, Southern fried chicken sandwich, bacon cheddar melt, and double cheddar burger. All with fries starting at just $4.99. Order yours while the sauce lasts. Jack's, all about the South.
If your tamer passions include climbing, hang gliding, and river surfing, some may call you a hair-on-fire risk taker. We'd say, nah. They might not realize you're also a nonconformist, craft curator, history buff, art-loving experience collector. But ask a Chattanoogan, we just call you one of us.
Today, as you step onto the field, you step into your purpose. You step strong. You step hard. Con toda la fuerza de mujer. You step up.
Hey, y'all. Can we change up the chores? Sorry. It's up to the wheel, man. Oh, yeah?
Hey, change the channel back.
Sorry, it's up to the wheel.
I am a first-generation student here at Bellevue University. I feel like if I were to have gone to a different university, my experience would have been a lot more stressful and overwhelming, because I feel like I wouldn't have gotten that personal experience that Bellevue University has to offer.
Around it comes Fox. Solik got the back heel in! What a goal!
Luna is shot into the back goal.
Kuramoto has won it for OKC Energy FC. Oh, that is a brilliant goal from the substitute.
Today, as you step onto the field, you step into your purpose. You step strong. You step hard. Con toda la fuerza de mujer. You step up.
Welcome back as we take a look at the USL 1 League 1 Team of the Week. Paul Christensen getting the nod and goal. And Jonathan Ricketts, we can see how dangerous he is up and down the flanks. Had a goal in that 3-2 victory against North Carolina FC. And Kevin Pullitz, Toronto FC2 was so happy to have him back. Not only did he get that goal against New England Revolution 2, but they say that he is one of the leaders and everybody's favorite person, whether it's on the field or off the field. Leads by example, and he's doing so again today, as after 45 minutes, they have a clean sheet and a 1-0 lead, and at the moment, looking to make their way into the playoffs. I'm thinking of the playoffs, well, the scores are here for you, and it's all very tight. Union Omaha losing 2-1 to North Texas, and that is really big for Chattanooga if they want to get one over them and see if they can leapfrog them in the table. Meanwhile, the result, if it holds between Greenville Triumph and New England Revolution, means that with all 3 points, Chattanooga would clinch home field advantage. But for the moment, they are trailing 1-0 Toronto. And a good game as well at City Stadium in Richmond, 2-2. And looking at the schedules coming up, 10 o'clock, South Georgia Tormenta traveling to Arizona to face off against FC Tucson. Union Omaha and Ford Madison in midweek. And Toronto FC home for their final 2 games, starting off against Fort Lauderdale. And looking at the standings, and they do have a game in hand, but if they drop points, Union Omaha and Chattanooga can find their way back into this one. They could leapfrog them in the standings, at least for tonight. Richmond continuing their push, but as things stand at halftime, Toronto FC has crept into that final playoff spot. We're going to step aside. We'll have the highlights from a tremendous first half full of opportunities when we return.
In America, the future belongs to everyone. So we built the Ford F-150 for everyone with an available Pro Power onboard generator and best-in-class available payload. It's built for America.
I need to try it first.
The most important thing I do is I try to listen to my patients.
I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a son, and I try to relate to them and make them understand I get it.
Have some empathy of what th're dealing with.
Vascular surgery I think is probably one of the most rewarding because of that long-term relationship.
This is not a job. This is who we are.
Visit ChattanoogaHeart.com/vascular center.
In America, the future belongs to everyone. So we built the Ford F-150 for everyone. With best-in-class available towing and payload and an available interior work surface. It's built for America.
If your tamer passions include climbing, hang gliding, and river surfing, some may call you a hair-on-fire risk taker. We'd say, nah. They might not realize you're also a nonconformist, craft curator, history buff, art-loving experience collector. But ask a Chattanoogan, we just call you one of us.
I need to try it first.
All set for the second half. Toronto FC 2 have the ball and the lead. Final 45 minutes in the regular season home finale for Chattanooga, and they have work to do. The Red Wolves trailing 1-0. They were knocking on the door, but Vikla has stood tall in the Toronto FC 2 goal. And here he is with the ball at his feet. Oh, that's a lovely ball for Kosi Thompson. And sweeping it off his foot is Pineda. So Rothrock is going to leave this throwing off. Ortiz coming back on the double team, and he'll win the free kick. Franklin intercepts. He's in. Rothrock! Second header buried by Rothrock. Just as he did early in the first half. He scores again here in the second off another service from Kobe Franklin.
Toronto FC goal number 73, Paul Rothrock.
Another giveaway. Franklin taking full advantage. Pinpoint cross. And another commanding, towering header from Paul Rothrock. And look what it means. It hasn't been the easiest of seasons for him or for Toronto FC 2, but it's starting to look like it's going to end really, really well for them. Oh, and how that changes the complexion of the second half. It's now a 2-goal hole for the home side. Well, except for the fact that it was from the run of play and it was a standing header rather than a diving header, that's almost a carbon copy of the goal that Rothrock scored in the first half. Another giveaway. Dante Campbell bulldozing his way through, still going Campbell. And Navarro did enough. Villalobos. Ortiz working on Franklin. Elects to take the inside route. Still going Ortiz. Reverse ball. Teixeira leaves it off for Villalobos. The offside flag was up. Teixeira and company trying to claim that because Teixeira didn't touch the ball and Villalobos was coming from a non-offside position, that it should have been allowed to continue. Well, let's take a look here. Tremendous vision from Ruiz Villalobos coming in with the delayed run. The offside flag coming to TFC2's rescue. Couldn't see across the back line from that angle. Well, if anything, the referee and his assistant judging that Teixeira was involved enough in the play. Walefi. Over the top, looking for the run at Teixeira. Rothrock. Garcia Carrera. Villalobos. Pineda. Ortiz. Pineda's in support, as is Ramos more centrally. Rolls it along for Walefi. Ricketts was trying to flick it out wide. Thompson as well to keep possession for Toronto. Dante Campbell rather played it behind the run of Goulburn. Villalobos to go the other way for the Red Wolves. Ortiz, still going Ortiz, thinking about it. And the deflection from Franklin takes the sting out of the shot, allowing Vikla to claim. Thought he waited just a second too long, Ortiz. It's the right idea cutting in. Just trying to curl it toward that far upper corner, but Franklin intervening just in time. Altobelli getting a foot in. Whistled for the foul. Trilt. Herrera Garcia. Really nobody making runs in behind him. Down the line looking for Teixeira. Teixeira's whistle for the foul. The Red Wolves to make a change. It's Walefi whose number's up.
Number 9,
And he'll be replaced by
number 7,
Rafael Menzigen.
Substitutions presented by D1 Training Chattanooga.
So it's one Brazilian for another, as Menzigen comes in for his 13th appearance of the season. Menzigen, no stranger to this area, played his college ball at Bryan College alongside Jonathan Ricketts, and then came back joining this season from Memphis 901. Franklin with another foray forward. Altobelli shielding and winning the throw-in. Referee just trying to calm things down here. Referee having a word with Altobelli and Pineda. Altobelli, it wins a throw in the corner. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. Select is the official ball supplier of USL League One and many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit www.selectsportamerica.com. What a beautifully weighted ball into the channel from Franklin. Thompson, left off for Campbell. Swings it over to the far side for Petrasso. Showed just a bit too much of it to Mensingen, but he's unable to bring it under control. It'll be another throw in for the visitors. Ricketts unable to clear. Does win a throw in. Goldburn's done such a good job to close down the space on the wing for Toronto FC2. Away by Maples. Ramos's ball intercepted by Franklin. Pop back over for Ortiz. Well, they just haven't been at full sharpness tonight, have they, Chattanooga? Villalobos. Oh, that's a good run. And across, too close to Trilk once again. He will take anything sent into the 6. Vikla has been so assured tonight in the TFC2 goal. Coaching staff really happy with the work he's put in this season. They say they want him to be a bit more vocal. And that's what they want him to add to his game. Altobelli! Just trying to clip it toward the far corner. Just be a goal kick for Trilk.
Quench your thirst with a Coca-Cola beverage. Together it tastes better. Coca-Cola is the exclusive beverage partner of the Chattanooga Red Wolves.
Villalobos. Sprayed to the far side for Ortiz. Velvet touch to bring it down. Franklin keeping a watchful eye on him. Rickes quickest to the loose ball from Ricky Ruiz. Navarro. Invited to take the space. Well stepped in. Clip forward, looking for the run of Thompson. And he did clip Ricketts, who matched him step for step. I'm impressed with the runs that this 18-year-old makes off the ball, though. Kosi Thompson. He's been with Toronto's academy since 2015, now in his rookie season as an 18-year-old with TFC2. Ricketts. And this time, it's a bit clumsy from Kosi Thompson coming back.
Chattanooga Red Wolves substitution. Entering the match, number 19, Juan Galindres.
Juan Galindres is going to come on. It's the stoppage in play at the moment. As off comes Teixeira. Galindres coming on for his 25th appearance. The Colombian who joined this season from Fortaleza in Colombia's 2nd division. Take a look at the foul here. And Franklin, you can see he didn't think there was much in it. Nevertheless, a free kick from a very dangerous position. And Galindres coming on looking for his 10th goal of the season. Will they look to find the head of number 19? It's Ortiz's service. It's a good one! And plucked out of the air once again by Vikla. They were able to get on the end of some of these services, but nothing to really challenge Vikla in the Toronto FC2 goal. It's Ricketts. Ramos. On the hour mark in East Ridge, Tennessee, on a night when Chattanooga Red Wolves FC could clinch home field advantage, they trail 2-0 to a Toronto FC2 side who at the moment, as things stand, have a foot inside the playoff spots. As this will be a throw-in. It's all very tight around that playoff line, but Toronto FC2 just half an hour away from their 3rd straight win to keep themselves in contention.
This Red Wolves corner kick brought to you by your local Ford dealer.
Another corner kick for the home side. 5th of the game. It's Ray Ortiz's service. And a bit of head tennis from Toronto FC2 to get it clear. Well, speaking of home field advantage, with sights set on home field advantage, El Paso Locomotive welcomes an OKC Energy side looking to remain above the playoff line. It's El Paso and OKC Sunday, October 24th at 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN Deportes. The referee checking with his assistant before making the call, and it will in fact be another corner kick. They've been dangerous on some of these set pieces, but they haven't gotten the final contact that they need. It's Ortiz. You see the referee telling Vikla to get up. Meanwhile, the fans been looking to help the referee, counting every time Vikla catches the ball until he releases it. And now a player down in the center circle. And it is Rohan Goldburn who's down. We have a break in our match, but if you can't watch the match, turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source of soccer radio, featuring Ray Hudson, Tony Miola, Rodney Marsh, and USL All Access with Mike Watts and Devin Kerr every Tuesday night at 7 Eastern. You can also hear live action from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the SXM app.
Toronto FC substitution entering the match, number 49, Garrett McLaughlin.
So Garrett McLaughlin is going to come in to replace Rohan Goulburn.
Substitution sponsor.
Goulburn unable to continue, and on comes another goal threat in Garrett McLaughlin. 8 goals this season since joining from RGVFC. Like Munoz saying of McLaughlin, that he's very speedy, makes great runs off the ball. And when he came to Toronto FC2, we said, look, we believe in you. You're our guy. We know you're going to get goals. And he has certainly delivered on that. And now you have McLaughlin and Rothrock out there alongside Kosi Thompson. Firepower added to what is becoming a very vaunted defense for this USL League One side. Can they find the goal that very well may end this match as a contest? As Pullitz uses the safety valve in his keeper. Lovely spin from Villalobos, but that pass too easily telegraphed. Trasso hasn't been able to get forward as much as he'd like in the second half, but he does win the free kick here. Coca-Cola is the exclusive soft drink of the Chattanooga Red Wolves. So this one will roll all the way through for Trilk. Ray Ortiz. They need to get the ball to their front three. And the likes of this man, Galindrez. So that'll be a free kick. Galindrez's first real involvement of the game's a good one. Ortiz was unable to slide it inside for Ruiz. Now Ruiz gets it. Played in low. Galindrez's shot through the legs of Pullitz. Did enough though, Pullitz. Easy in the end once again for Andrea Vaikla. McLaughlin unable to get to it. Ricketts. Now another Toronto player struggling. So the referee is going to pull this back. Shot on goal. It's good build-up from the Red Wolves. And Ruiz, so good at picking out a pass. Galindrez has the right idea to strike it first time, but Pullitz did enough to get a foot on it. Vaikla's been called into action multiple times, but nothing where he's had to make a worldly save or really conjure up the spectacular to keep Chattanooga off the board. Campbell. Ruiz won't allow the clearance. Be another throw-in. Villalobos did well to dribble himself out of pressure there. Ruiz, one more assist and he'll be in double digits for the season. Navarro tried to thread it through the channel. Carrera Garcia. Good overlap, another good ball in. Nobody in red able to get a foot on it. Another corner kick for Chattanooga, but a bit more urgency. It would have been slammed home. It's a lovely reverse ball. And that, well, you can't serve a ball into the corridor of uncertainty any better than that. Credit to Franklin, who did well. And they played the corner kick quickly, but were unable to do anything with it, Chattanooga, as it comes all the way back to Trilk. The USL's elite pre-professional platform, USL Academy, allows clubs to build a pathway to pro soccer by bringing together top local youth talent and helping players transition to their USL senior teams. For more information, visit usl-academy.com.
Make your next event bigger, better, and brighter with Plainview LED.
McLaughlin had it stabbed away. Ricketts. Tigerish defensive work from McLaughlin, but it is a throw for Chattanooga. Now it's Altabelli stepping in, but illegally, says the referee. Navarro. Ortiz. Flicked on by Carrera Garcia. Pushed out wide by Galindres. Now makes his way into the box. The space is opened up. It's a good effort. Skips just wide, took a deflection on the way. 8th corner kick of the game.
The Red Wolves corner kick brought to you by your local Ford dealer.
Mensegan created the space for himself, almost picked out the far corner. The deflection sending it just wide of the post. The corner kick played short. Ruiz takes the deflection off of Carini. And again, Vikla will take as much time as he's allowed. Chattanooga fans, check out the new 2021 Chattanooga Red Wolves kit, along with t-shirts, scarves, novelty items, and much more at ChattanoogaRedWolves-SC.com. Trilk. Challenge from Navarro. It'll be a free kick for the visitors. Red Wolves just a little under 27 minutes away from losing just their second game at home this season. Still plenty of time for them to claw their way back into this one. They have to deal with a free kick from Luca Petrasso. This is where TFC have been most dangerous. Cleared by Mensegan. Ruiz wins it off of Campbell, but it's a loose ball to Kosi Thompson. unable to smuggle it through, looking for the run of Campbell. Ricky Ruiz. Ray Ortiz. Beautiful ball sprayed over the far side for Mensingen. Able to step inside of Maples. But couldn't help it along to Galindrez. Jose Carrera Garcia leaves it off for Pineda. And in terms of passing, Chattanooga just haven't really found their radar tonight.
Body Armor, the official sports drink of the Chattanooga Red Wolves. Upgrade your sports drink with Body Armor.
Michaela's goal kick. Ruiz. Maples shields off and wins it back for Toronto. Ball down off the chest by McLaughlin, but only for Villalobos. Ortiz unable to work his way past the double team. High press starting to pay off for Chattanooga, and that will be a foul on Koosi Thompson. He's doing well to track back, but he's given up some needless free kicks. Can the Red Wolves give TFC2 a taste of their own medicine inside the final 15 minutes? Ray Ortiz needs to get the service right. Seven players crowded in the box in red. Off the post, Galindrez! His 10th of the season, and it's game on. A lovely service. A player able to get his head onto it off the post. And Galindrez, Johnny on the spot to not at home. His 10th of the season. And we're set up for a grandstand finale in the Wolves' Den. And the first goal of the game brought to you by Jack's Family Restaurant. A random row of fans will receive a coupon for a free Big Jack meal at tonight's match. Visit eatatjacks.com. The Chattanooga Red Wolves are on the board.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your last call for alcohol. Once the clock hits the 80th minute, beer will no longer be available.
Ortiz forward for Galindrez. Galindrez, who spent time at Dorados de Sinaloa, where he played for the legendary Diego Maradona. Well, Maradona would have been proud of that one. It was this man's service that caused the chaos in the box. Can he escape the double team? Good defending from Koosi Thompson this time around. Played in again, and a stooping header clear. Villalobos sends it right back the other way. Into the final 12 minutes. Pineda brings it down. Continues his run. Villalobos. Square for Ricketts. Ortiz. Villalobos. Mensagan was brought down. The referee playing advantage into the box just over the head of Carrera Garcia. Pineda able to skip past Rothrock. He's able to recover. Carrera Garcia. Ortiz. Well defended by Petrasso. Carrera Garcia. Ortiz is overlapping, opens up the space inside. Mensagan couldn't find his fellow substitute in the channel, but it's back with Ortiz. Ricketts. Ricketts' cross. Vikela's ball. Ford is the official domestic car partner of the Chattanooga Red Wolves, and they are trying to drive their way towards an equalizer as we're entering into the final 10 minutes. Vikela again taking his time. Rothrock tried to fight his way through, did so using a handball. Body Armor is the official sports drink of the Chattanooga Red Wolves. It's the goal scorer, Galindres. Ricketts. Navarro. Villalobos. Away by Toronto. It's McLaughlin running 1-on-2. Still going McLaughlin, hold it up. He'll wait for the cavalry to arrive. Inside the final 10 minutes. Stephen Yates, who came on during that free kick, was screaming for the ball in the middle. He's not gonna get it. And it's Villalobos to go the other way. Ford for Galindres, working on Maples. Petrasso getting back to double. Maples pirouettes away from the double team. Helps it along. Player goes down in the box. And the referee right to let that one go. All hands on deck now. Inside the final 8+ minutes for this Toronto FC defense. And they'll win a free kick on the far side, Chattanooga. Wanted to play it quickly. Instead, the referee is going to hold it up. Chance to let you know that today's ball kits are brought to you by Rodriguez Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, devoted to giving you the best care, the best service, and the smile that you've always dreamed of. An equalizer here would put a smile on the faces of many of those inside CHI Memorial Stadium. You can bet if the ball hits the back of the net, the Wolves' Den will erupt, but the service too deep. Anytime you put the ball into Vikela country, there's only going to be one outcome. Thompson. Yates wanted the return ball. Instead, it will go back to Thompson. He's brought down by Ortiz. Kobe Franklin, 2 assists tonight for the 18-year-old. Now 4 assists in his last 3 games. Thompson weaves his way through. Back for the substitute, Yates. Yates, Canadian U20 international. Tried to leave it off, and that's a heavy challenge from Metzigen. And it's going to be the first card of the game. 65th yellow card of the season shown to the Chattanooga Red Wolves.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has presented the yellow card to Chattanooga's number 9.
That's a heavy challenge. He warranted a yellow card. Toronto FC getting ready to flick the switch on a double change. Kosi Thompson was going to come off. Trying to get the referee's attention.
Toronto FC.
It's Antonio Carlini who's going to come off.
Entering the match for Toronto FC, number 65, Anthony Gurek. Leaving the match, number 85, Antonio Carlini.
And he's replaced by Anthony Kurich. 20-year-old comes on for his 14th appearance of the season. Hugo Mbong will also come on to replace Kosi Thompson in a like-for-like change. Mbong, just 17 years of age, making his 9th appearance for TFC2. Bought on to try and see the game out in a result that could very well leave Toronto FC2 in the top 6 when all is said and done. What a slide tackle that was from Politz. Mike Munoz said he's always in the right place at the right time, and he certainly was there, picking the right opportunity to step into midfield to win that ball. And now just 4 minutes plus stoppage time for Chattanooga to see if they can find the equalizer. Villalobos. Ricketts. It's blocked by Yates. Navarro. Ramos. Rolled along for Ruiz. Ramos slides it inside. It's Ruiz's service. And the deflection aiding Vikla. Into the 88th minute. Rather rolled off the edge of Vikla's boot. Turn! Ricketts throwing. Ruiz. Ortiz. Gorgeous ball to the outside. Galindres is in. Waiting for the cross. It's clipped back. And only white jerseys in the box. And Mbong chasing. But Pineda will get it back for Navarro. Garcia wants it in the space. Now he gets it. Tried to thread it through for Villalobos. Trilk almost at the halfway line to get it. I gotta say, hasn't really been busy, Tim Trilk, except for the 2 times he had to pick the ball out of the back of his net. It's Rothrock at the brace. The beginning of both halves. He's hit Chattanooga with both barrels, Paul Rothrock. A bit ambitious, a bit desperate from Ray Ortiz. There's more time. We'll tick off the clock. Vikela's playing a dangerous game here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee is presented the yellow card.
And he's been given a yellow card. You could see the cynical smile on Vikela's face. Villalobos. Mensingen able to keep it in. Pineda. Ricketts. Ortiz. Floated to the back post. And first there's Yates. And he'll hook it to safety. Getting word there will be 5 minutes of stoppage time. Five more minutes for Toronto to hold on to their third straight victory and set themselves up nicely for their playoff push heading into their final 2 games at home. 5 minutes for Chattanooga to salvage at least a point at home before going on the road to play their final 2 games. Campbell dispossessed. Villalobos flights it to the far side. Pineda somehow kept it in, but then is whistled for the foul. Red Wolves will go on the road after this to face off against Greenville on the 23rd before finishing at Forward Madison on the 30th. Meanwhile, for Toronto FC, it's back home for matches against Fort Lauderdale on the 22nd and the New England Revolution 2 on the 29th. For the moment, Mike Munoz's plan for Toronto FC2 has worked to perfection. Come in, sit back and defend, look to hit Chattanooga in transition, and take advantage of set pieces. So it'll be a free kick for Anthony Kurich. Foul on Rothrock. Garcia Carrera leaves it off for Navarro. He'll clip it in. Away by McLaughlin, only as far as Ortiz. Ricketts cross, cleared away by the defender. Stationed right at the corner of the 6. Ruiz, Garcia Carrera, for my money, hasn't found the ball enough in this game for Chattanooga. And now sitting very deep when there's a lot of space that he could take in the center. But Chattanooga do win a free kick as we head into the final 2 minutes of the minimum 5 of stoppage time. Is there another sting in the tail for Chattanooga? It's Ruiz's service, flicked on. Navarro can't get to the back post in time. Another opportunity goes begging for the Wolves. Vikla is going to have to be careful here. Was already given a yellow card on the last goal kick. This will be just the third win on the road for Toronto FC2 and in one of the hardest places to play in all of USL League One. Mbong trying to shield off Navarro. Mbong wins the throw-in. Excellent work from Hugo Mbong. Final 35 seconds, the minimum 5 minutes of stoppage time. Might see a little bit more after that foul on Kuric over in the other corner. Mbong, McLaughlin. Villalobos sends it to the far side. Ray Ortiz unable to bring it down, and anywhere will do for Luca Petrasso. Is there a chance for one last foray forward? Flag stays down. It's Ramos who stayed forward. The cross is in, just over the head of Galindres, and Vikla out to take. McLaughlin. Ricketts pokes it away from him. Say Carrera Garcia on the overlap. Not allowed through. Just a throw in. Played a minute over the minimum 5. Toronto FC bench screaming for the final whistle. They have to get something into the box. Carrera Garcia leaves it off. Navarro pops it in. Out wide. Mensingen. Metzingen. Metzingen! Vikla with the save. And that's how this one will end. Toronto FC2 keep themselves in the playoff hunt and may very well be in the playoff places when all is said and done with the rest of the games this weekend in USL League One. 2 towering headers from Paul Rothrock, first in the 8th minute and then in the 46th, both from Kobe Franklin Services. Enough to give Toronto FC2 the lead, even though Galindres did pull one back from a Chattanooga Red Wolves free kick, but they couldn't find the equalizer. Much of that is thanks to that man, Andrea Vikla. He's getting all the plaudits, and rightly so. Excellent working goal for him tonight, and now Toronto FC2 can head home for their final 2 games of the season on a 3-game winning streak. Smiles all around for Toronto FC2 as we take a look at the shot of the match. Brought to you by Amigos Mexican Restaurant. And it was well struck, but Vikla was in the right positions all night long. Good technique, dipping volley, but Vikla positioned perfectly, barely had to move. And then the goal that brought the Red Wolves back into the game. It was the substitute Galindres nodding home from the line. His 10th of the season, but it wasn't enough as Toronto FC2 will head back north of the border with all 3 points. And their chance to make it to the playoffs for their first time in their history is still alive. So we're going to step aside, but still plenty to come from the Wolves' Den. After 90 minutes, it finishes Chattanooga Red Wolves SC 1, Toronto FC 2.
If your tamer passions include climbing, hang gliding, and river surfing, some may call you a hair-on-fire risk taker. We'd say, nah. They might not realize you're also a nonconformist, craft curator, history buff, art-loving experience collector. But ask a Chattanoogan, we just call you one of us.
Good times, bad times, and everything in between. Your primary care doctor is with you all the way.
I need to try it first.
With Jack's new Alabama white sauce, your first bite is as Alabama as it gets. Jack's new Alabama white sauce, Southern fried chicken sandwich, bacon cheddar melt, and double cheddar burger. All with fries starting at just $4.99. Order yours while the sauce lasts. Jack's, all about the South.
Playoffs, but they're unable to clinch home field advantage tonight. However, still have 2 games left to do so as they fall 2-1 to Toronto FC2. Toronto FC2 keeping their hopes alive to reach their first ever playoffs. As we take a look at the highlights brought to you by CHI Memorial. And it's McLaughlin and TFC2 who will be leaving CHI Memorial Stadium, the happier of the two sides, courtesy of 2 goals from Paul Rothrock. 3rd straight game where Toronto FC2 have scored from a set piece. It was Franklin's service and a diving header at the back post from Paul Rothrock. Inch perfect, and Rothrock with a towering header, zipping it beyond Trilk in the Chattanooga goal. And then Franklin intercepting the poor ball out of the back here, picks his head up, another pinpoint delivery, another commanding header from Paul Rothrock. 2 assists for Franklin, 2 goals for Rothrock. Very similar in delivery and finish. Chattanooga would get one back from a set piece of their own. First header off the post. Galindrez off the bench to not at home. His 10th of the season, but it wasn't enough to get the Red Wolves back in the game as they fall at home for just the 2nd time this season. Well, an intriguing contest here between Chattanooga Red Wolves FC and Toronto FC2 finishes with the visitors taking 3 points back north of the border. For my producer, Jake McCluskey, I'm Mark Serber saying good night from East Ridge, Tennessee, where it finishes Chattanooga Red Wolves 1, Toronto FC2 2. Thank you for joining us and have a wonderful evening.
Copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.